Hello, my friends. Betty McKnit here. Hello, hello. Welcome to March. It's feeling like springtime here on the Outer Banks. It's feeling like more than springtime. It is really nice and warm here in the 70s. And I have my windows open. And I can hear the ocean. It's really beautiful outside. Oh my gosh. I have been just waiting and so excited for, I feel like that was the longest February of my life. Does anyone else feel like that? Oh my gosh. Holy moly. That was a lot. It was very quiet out here this February. Felt like just a lot of time going by. So I don't know if you all have heard, but well, let me see if my TikTok is going. Let's see what's going on over on TikTok. It wants me to slide something and do a puzzle. Let's see. This might be. Let's refresh. Go back. Get me onto my page. Let's see what's happening over here. See if I can get onto my own stuff. So I wanted to come on today because I'm sure you all have heard that, you know, if you've been following me for any time at all, you know that Furls, Odyssey are my favorite hooks, and I've been lamenting for, I don't know, how long has it been since they discontinued them, and have been saying, oh, we're going to make new ones, but not until just, I don't know, a week or a couple weeks ago, they released new ones. Yay! So they're here, and I have a couple. So I'm gonna open them up. I haven't even looked at them yet. I've had them here, and I haven't even looked at them. And I bought a set in every size. They sent me two, and then I bought a full set of them. And you're gonna get my blind reaction. This is not rehearsed at all. So hi, people are saying hi in the comments. Hello. Somebody said I made 2 of your 6-day star blankets and I'm hooked. The second one is beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. And somebody on TikTok said I followed your 6-day star blanket. I have to say it's an amazing pattern. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love seeing everybody's blankets. Sometimes I just scroll TikTok and look for them. And somebody on TikTok said, oh, never in my wildest dreams did I think you would see this. I'm like, what, are you kidding? Are you kidding? I go looking for them. And so there's a special feeling that you get when you write a crochet pattern and then you see it like taking on a life of its own. Like you see it made up by somebody else's hands, and it's like, wow. It's a special feeling. But let's talk about the hooks. What do you say? Let me open them up and we will get started talking about them, and then I will. This is my current Furls Odyssey that I'm using right now to work on. It's an eye, and I'm using it to work on this. This is what I'm working on, and I'm on the edge. I'm that far, so I'll work a little bit on this. Somebody says I've got 2 more repeat round sets on my third. So excited. I thoroughly enjoyed making the Ridgy Didge one. Oh, thank you so much. All right, so let me flip. I'm going to flip over. And, okay, so this isn't Furls, but this is, some people in my community are using these new hooks from Heart Hook Home. So I ordered these as well, and I just thought I would give them a try. I don't, I've never used these. I've never used this hook. But you know, when my people say, I have people that have been in my community, the Betty McKnitiverse community, since like the beginning. They've been with me forever, and I call them my advisory council, because I always go to them. They're like my tried and true people. So I always go to them and I ask them what they think about different things, and I call them my advisory council. So some of them were using these hooks from Heart Hook Home, and so I thought I would give them a try. Let's see, let me just pull this 5.5 millimeter out, and it has a little ruler on the handle, which I think is so clever. How clever is that? 5.5 millimeter. I like how this feels. So I'll try this too. What is an eye hook? I think an eye is a 5.5. So, oh no, that must be a J. I think this one is probably the one that I'm going to be using. It has a different kind of shape. I mean, this is the old Furls, so I don't have to compare it to the Furls, but it has a let my camera focus on it. It has a there we go, a more like tapered style hook, and a nice I like this soft handle. Now I have some people in my community that like to have a place to put their thumb, so this has that. Personally, I like to I roll my hook a little bit more, so I don't feel the need for that, but I have had some people tell me they need, like, it's like a bookmarker for them, that they like to have a place to put their thumb. So if that's you, this hook has that. I like this gold color too. And this feels really nice, so I'll give that a shot. I'll set it out of the... Let's see what we think of those. And it, it comes in this nice case, and then I think I'll just get rid of that. But it's nice to have room for, like, a little pair of scissors and tape measure. Let's see, do I have an extra tape measure over here? Yes, I do. I could stick in here. Put that in there. And I could put in a let's do this one. Scented Stitches Stitch Balm. Perfect. You could even fold up your pattern or something. I mean, this is a nice little travel set. I don't remember how much it cost. Okay. Furls are the best of the best. I have a few. I can't wait to see the whole set. And Kelly says, love your 6-day superstar blanket. I'm almost done making a king size one, and I love it. Oh, thank you. All right, let's open up these Odyssey 2. They're called the Odyssey 2. So Furls sent me these two. They asked me what my favorite hook size was, and they sent me two of them. So they sent me this one. Like I said, you guys are getting my completely raw, unscripted reaction to these hooks, and you know how much I love them. They are, they have been my favorite hook for a long time, so they just feel a little like sticky from whatever the manufacturing process, I'm guessing. Okay, so there are some things I know about this hook from the literature that aren't obvious, and one of them is that they have changed the way these hooks are put together, because they would, the old ones, let me see if I have, I know I have one that's loose. Well, the old version that they had would kind of, it could come loose here. So I guess they've done something different with the way this attaches down in, where it's anchored more. But this is a different size. This is an H, and this is, so I've been using Odysseys for a while, and they have changed their hook shape a couple of times. So this has, like, to me it looks like more of an inline shape, which honestly I don't know if I'm gonna like, because I love a tapered hook. I really like a tapered hook. And the you know, the old style is more, a little bit more tapered, and this one is more inline, and it's not as pointy. So I really like this. I love this hook. I love this hook so much. And then the other thing, I can tell right away that it's very light. It feels very light. And one of the things I like about my Odysseys is the weight of them. I feel like the heaviness of the hook, it like does some of the work for me. So we'll see. And this is what size is this hook? Okay, so the size, they're putting the size right on the handle now. So it's etched on. On the old hook, you have this sticker, right? So it's really easy for it to fall off. So I have quite a few of them where the sticker has fallen off. But this is, I mean, this is an I, which is supposed to be 5.5, right? 5.5, and this is supposedly 5.5, right? So to me, they don't look like the same size, really. Their old style seems a little thinner, but it is tapered, and this one's more streamlined. So yeah, they look different. They look very different. And I mean, one of the problems I think with the older hook was that they were very inconsistent. Like, this is also one of their eye hooks. Like, this is a really old one. I think this is made from this, the new ones are made with something different, but these older ones are like, if I haven't used it in a while, I do have to wipe them down. They get like tarnish on them. So like, this is a really old one compared to this. You know, those two look different. And then this is the newest one. So let me rearrange them. We'll go from oldest to newest. All right, put that back. I love the shape of this hook, so I don't know if I'm gonna like this, because I like this taper. Let's see. And then the weight. So I guess they only have these two colors now, the white one and the black one. I don't know if you can see that. It's just like, got just like a little bit of glitter in it. Very subtle. And the white one the same. Just got a little glitter in it. Yeah, they're kind of sticky from whatever processes. It's got something sticky on it, which might be actually from the tape from the plastic. There we go. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for joining and sharing the live. Appreciate it. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try crocheting with these hooks. And I feel like because I've been working on that blanket with this one, that this is going to seem too big because of the shape of it. So I am going to grab the 5mm hook out of the stash of hooks that I bought for myself. I bought a full set just so I could try them all. Let me see. Just grab that. And here's how the full set came. And it would be nice if they came in a case. I'm just saying. It would be nice if they came in a case. I would even pay more to have the full set come in a case. Because I'm already paying, you know, these are like $40 hooks. I'm already splurging on them. So I would splurge and get, you know, pay more to have a case. I'm looking for the H. There's the G+. There's the I. There's the E. Let's look at one of the smaller ones too. See what they look like. That's the N. I'll just open, you know what? I'll just open them all up. Why not? H, this is the one I was looking for. They're definitely a little bit more protected. The old ones just came in the box and they weren't wrapped up. So it's not like jiggling around in the box or anything like that. So do you see what I mean? This is an H and this is an I, but to me they look closer to the same size because this one's tapered. So I think I'm going to need this one for my project. So we'll just do that. But let me open up a couple more. I'll open up one of the bigger ones and I'll open up one of the smaller ones. This is an N hook. And I use an N a lot for like when I'm doing my tutorials. I like to use thicker yarn and a big hook, so I use an N hook in a lot of my star blanket tutorials, the 6-day star blanket tutorials. I'm using chunky yarn and an N hook, so we'll see. This feels very light to me compared to my old Odyssey hooks. It just feels very lightweight, and some people might like that, but I like a little bit of weight to my hook, but we'll see. I will reserve judgment until I crochet with it. Yeah. There's that. And now let me open up one of the smaller sizes, like an E or something. That's an M. That's an F. That's a J. I'm not going to open them all. I just want to open. Okay, this is an E, so I think this is the smallest one. The set goes from E to P, so E, yeah. how many are in this set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is it 11 or 12? I think it must have been 12 or 10. What did I do? I probably lost one already. Oh, good Lord. How many did I open up? I only opened up... No, I opened 2. This is the 3rd one I've opened. So 9. So there's 12. Okay. Comes in 12. This is the smallest one. And the P is the largest one. I know people that do Ami want some smaller hooks from Furls. But I don't think small resin hooks are really great for Ami. Hello. Good to see you, my dear. Yeah, these all have some kind of something on them. Hello. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Yeah, you can feel it too. So I might need something a little bit more than just this cloth. It's like not coming off. Hang on. Okay. I know someone got a set like that off the A store and the hooks would separate from the handle. Well, this is their new version and they have, I guess, improved the way that these join. So they don't come apart. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm happy with this one. I might send this one back. Because it definitely has something on it. Do y'all see what I'm talking about? It's like the coating something with the coating. Yeah, like the coating wasn't applied evenly or something. So, all right. I'm going to set that one aside. Make sure I open these all and check them out before I throw all the boxes away. Okay, let's see. Which one did I... 5mm. All right, I'm going to try and crochet with it a little bit. This is, I remember the first time I used a Furls Odyssey hook, and it reminded me of when I was a little girl and I wanted to do baton twirling. And I had one of those, you know, like one of those cheap batons from like the dollar store or Kmart or wherever we used to shop. And you can't do anything with those because they're too lightweight and they're not balanced at all. And then, you know, you go to dancing school. We used to call it dancing school. And you sign up for baton lessons and they measure you, you know, and you get a weighted baton, a real metal baton that's weighted, and it's the same size as your arm. It's the right size for you, and then you bring it home and like you can do all this stuff with it because it's heavy. That's how I felt about the weighted Odyssey hook. I was like, oh, it's, you know, remember in Jurassic Park when they were like, it's heavy, it means it's expensive. That's what I thought. Yeah, this is the new Furls Odyssey 2 hook. I've been a long time Odyssey hook user. I really love my Odyssey hooks, my original Odyssey hooks. These are definitely different. They're not as heavy, they're lighter, they are more durable, supposedly, and they have a different type of, they're made with a different type of metal, or they have a different type of coating than the old ones do. I don't remember specifically. They gave me like information about it. And I think the nicest thing about it and the necessary change was this, putting the size, etching the size on the metal, where they used to just have these stickers on the bottom. And I know I have gotten some that had the wrong sticker on them. In fact, on one of my lives, I was working with one of my hooks. I think it was this one. And I was like, these hooks are not the same size. And I was like comparing them to each other. And then I saw that it had two stickers on it. And I peeled one of them off and it had a different sticker underneath. What am I doing here? Okay. Definitely feels very light. I don't know. An inline hook just does not flow for me the way a tapered hook does. So inline is not my favorite. think the most important thing for me is I really like to be able to keep my hand relaxed while I'm crocheting. I don't like to have to grip a hook really hard. So that feels nice, but I don't know, I'll just be honest, there's something about the coating on this handle that I really don't like. Maybe just because it's black and I can see like all the little imperfections, like just the finish is not perfect on it. I mean, the white one is fine, but the black ones just don't, they look like, I mean, I've wiped this one off a bunch and it still just looks kind of like it's got something on it. So I'm not real thrilled about that. Yeah, when I use an inline hook, I just feel like I'm pulling, like the yarn gets caught. I get caught every time. It like bumps or something, it snaps a little bit. I had to go down a hook size to feel like I'm working at the same gauge as the my old tapered Odyssey. So yeah, meh. I'm gonna say meh. This is the 6-day Superstar blanket that I'm working on, and I'm putting a different edge on it. I'm going to try the Heart Hook Home hook. Let's see. This is a 5mm hook. Let me try this one. I mean, to me, this is just not a handle shape that's right for me. But it's a very nice hook. I like the way it feels. I like the shape of the hook itself better than the Odyssey 2. But it doesn't mean one is not good or bad. It's preference. Some people really prefer an inline hook, and also different hook shapes are more appropriate for different types of yarns. I've heard. I use the same hook pretty much for everything, but I've heard people say if you're having a lot of trouble with splitting, try changing from a tapered hook to an inline hook or vice versa. I think inline is supposed to be better for splitty yarns. Well, this is a great hook for people that need a thumb rest. What do you all think? Will you be buying new hooks after watching this? I don't remember how much I paid for this Heart Hook Home set, but it was much less than the Odyssey set. It only has 6 hooks also, or 5 hooks, but it does have a case. I think, yeah, it only has 5 hooks and it has a nice case. Oz says, not for me, I don't think. Too much yummy yarn to buy from Bendigo. Ooh, yes. Bendigo. I can't wait to go there. I'm the type of person who has 1 hook of each size, however yarn. I never can have too much. I think my problem with hooks is that I tend to use the same 3 sizes for a lot of different things, and I keep the hook with the project. And then I have a lot of whips going, so I will empty out a whip basket and I'll have like 6 hooks in there. So I can never have too many hooks, but I am kind of picky about what I use. Now I would take a set like this that's like not my favorite hook. I would take it like on a trip and put it in like my travel bag in case I go to, you know, to the yarn store and I want to start crocheting something and I don't, you know, I'll have a travel set with me that has a lot of different sizes so I can have different options. But I don't collect different types of hooks just to have. Like these old Odysseys are my tried and true, and I tend to kind of stick to those. So that's why I was excited that they had the new version out. Somebody said, where do you buy these? This one is from Heart Hook Home, and you can buy it from her website, Heart Hook Home. And then these new ones, the Furls Odyssey 2, they're from Furls Crochet. So you can buy them from their website. I don't think I'll buy any more. I like the old ones. I prefer the old ones. Unless I somehow run out of a size or something like that. I lose them all and I need another one. I don't think I'll be stocking up with any if they come out with new colors or anything like that. I think I'm good. I have the Heart Hook Home ones and I love them. Yeah, Heart Hook Home, I believe, is the name. Hold on, let me get the... Ashley Shoemaker. Oh, you're working on the 6-day halter. Nice. Sarah says, a girl on YouTube did the regular 6-day start and Red Heart retro stripes and it looked really nice. Made me want to try to make one. Yeah, I've seen a lot of them in retro stripes. It's a great yarn for the 6-day star. Thanks for sharing the live. That yarn looks so pretty, shiny almost. Yeah, it has a glitter thread in it. It is, let's see. I love how they have this. I love my 60 star blankets. The Karen Cloud Cakes are so soft, and those are the only blankets I took. Oh, it's so nice. This one is Thistle Tones, this color. I shared it so the man will know I'm thinking about yarn again. Yep. In fact, let me do this. I'll take this out since this skein is almost done. Put this on here. There you go. You like my border? I think we'd have trouble finding that here in Australia. Yeah, it's from Premier. You can order it directly from their website. Yeah, I haven't even written this border down yet. I've been making new borders when I make new blankets. So I'll be writing this. I've been working on this since September. Premier gave me the yarn way back then, and I was like, oh, I'll do a blanket with it. And I could have had it done a long time ago, but I ripped it back. I was going to do one skein of each color, and then when I got to the green, I wanted the green and the blue stripes to be wider, because you know, the further you go, the thinner the stripes get. And so one stripe wasn't even like a whole repeat of the, like the green stripe was really small and I wanted it to be bigger, so I ripped it back. I had it all the way done, all the way through the purple. And I looked at it and I went, I wish it was bigger. I wish the green and the blue stripes were bigger. And my friend was here visiting and she was like, well, you should rip it back then. I don't know, should the purple stripe be bigger? That's what I'm wrestling with now. I just want to be done. You know how you just want to be done? But maybe the purple stripe should be bigger. What do y'all think? Or am I good? Is it good? It's good now, right? We can end like that. I'm going to need a whole other ball just to go around. I've got another row, or even I've got one more row on the border, and I'm going to put little pom-poms on the tips of the points. So that's good. That's enough, right? I'm good. Tell me I'm good, because I don't want to, I want to be done with this. It's been too long. I've been working on this for too long. I'm ready to move on. I want to make, thank you. Jessica says, I think it's gorgeous the way you have it. Thank you so much. That's what I needed. I needed that reassurance. I really want to make a granny square, a mohair granny square cardigan right now, or pullover little top. I don't know why. I just was trying to take a nap before I came on here, and I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about balling up the hanks of mohair that I bought on a trip like 2 years ago, and I had an idea to hold them together with this yellow lace weight that I bought on clearance. I don't even remember where. None of all this stuff that I bought was like with no intention of doing anything specific with it at all. And yeah, I was just laying there trying to take a nap and thinking about crochet and mind crocheting. Do you guys ever mind crochet? And I was like, I want to use that mohair yarn. This idea has been like bubbling around in my brain for years, and I'm like, but I don't want to just do it by itself. I want to hold it together with something, because that's the thing you do now, right? and I was like, oh, I could hold it with that yarn. I've got this yarn hibernating somewhere. I'll have to go dig for it because I don't know where it is, but I know it's here. Do you ever do that? Do you ever like get an idea about a yarn you know you have and then you don't know where it is? Do you think publishing a pattern is on the easy side or the hard side? It is hard. It is friggin' hard. I mean, publishing it is not that difficult, but then, you know, it's hard. It's a lot of work. And I'm going to tell you, really, if you're going to do it, like, take a class, take a certification course from, like, what is it, American Crochet, or take Edie Ekman's pattern writing course, or take Pam Grice's business course, and do it properly. Do it correctly. Don't just do it any old which way. Use the right terminology, use the right conventions. Do you use Furls wooden hooks for sizes 8, 9, and 10? No, I have this one that I just bought, and I have some of the older Odyssey hooks that I really like for that I use. You can see these have like a tarnish on them. But you can see how these are both P hooks. You can see how they've changed the shape of their hooks over time. This is my favorite style, the pointier one. I wish they would go back to that. Here's another one like that. Pointier. I don't know why they changed it so much. Because I feel like everyone said your pattern was a hard read, but I found it super simple after I watched your videos. Well, because it's written properly. It's written with proper crochet terminology and pattern writing conventions. And a lot of people, newer crocheters, I think, or designers, don't write like that. And people wanted it to be, not so conventional and maybe simplified. People don't want to learn how to read patterns because it's, it's when you really do it, it's kind of complicated. But there are conventions for how you do it. It's like playing music, and when you have like, I'm going to go like this, and I don't think this is in the pattern, guys. So look away, look away. Wow. All right. I should get my pattern out and see what it says, but I do know that I'm going to have to turn and that I work the second round from the back. Oh, they don't have metal hooks in those sizes anymore. I think the largest one is P because I just ordered one. I just ordered them. I mean, this is new. I just ordered it. I thought your videos were very helpful and well done. I don't know what the trouble was. It's because they were watching the ones that were live streams like this, and where I say, this is not a tutorial. It's a crochet along. I'm crocheting along with people, and I'm talking to people. This video is for engagement. It's not a tutorial. So they were watching that instead of reading the pattern, and then they were mad at me for it not being a tutorial. That's what was happening. Let me see. I gotta look up my edge. Rigid A Superstar Blanket, just the border. Is this the border I did? Work a row, join at any edge. Ridgy Dig Superstar Blanket. And that's just the beginning of it. Let's see, what other windows do I have open? 6 Day Star, no, not that. 6 Day Star Holiday Tree Skirt with gradient glitter border. Okay, this is where I did the border, was on my tree skirt. So it says work a row or round of single crochet. Okay, well that doesn't apply. Join at edge in any valley in the center. Okay, I did that. Join with slip stitch in first, single crochet, but it didn't start. I didn't start the round properly. It's all right. I need to chain 2 here first. And then I'm doing front post half double crochet. Oh, this isn't right. Single crochet, bobble, single crochet, and chain 3 space. But how did I do the bobble? Also, I just finished your 6 Day Star Blanket in. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Sunday Stitchers Club. How you doing? All right, I didn't write down how I did the bobble. So let's see. Single crochet. I think I have to do 2 single crochet. And then I think I have to chain 3. And then I think this is what I did. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, and then pull through all of them. And then I think I single crocheted in the side of the single crochet. Yes, and then single crochet again in the chain 3 space. So this is for the person that was just asking me about designing. Don't ever think that you are going to remember what you did. Always write it down. Always write it down. I really did not need to chain 2 right there. 1, 2, 3, and then it's 2 single crochet. 1, 2, and then make a bobble. So to make the bobble, I chained 3, and then I double crochet 3 together in the first chain, double crochet 3 together, cluster in the first chain, and then when I pull through them, I kind of give it a little encouragement to bend the proper way. And then normally you would single crochet into that same spot or slip stitch into that same spot, but I'm just going to go down and single crochet into the side of the single crochet that I did that out of, and then single crochet one more time. And that's going to be my edge. What do you all think of that? Would you like me to do my I could get a little closer. Would you all like it if I got closer? Swap lenses here. Hey, Jeanette. There we go. Is that better? Is that close enough? Sometimes people are like, get closer. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how much closer do you need me to get? They want me to get really close. So I'm doing half double crochet. Thank you very much. Half double crochet. And then I'm skipping the single crochet and I'm going half front post, half double crochet, front post, half double crochet. Now you can really see that glitter. Okay, and then for this, 2 single crochet, chain 3, and then double crochet 3 together, cluster in the first chain. 1, 2, 3, and when you pull it through, encourage it to bubble in the right direction, and then single crochet in the side of the single crochet, and then 1 more single crochet into the chain space. Now I have 2 of them made. Let's flip it over. This is what it's going to look like on the front. How do y'all like it? Maybe I should do another single crochet. It looks a little crooked. Let's do a second single crochet into the space. See if that looks better. I don't know if you can hear the ocean through the window. I can really hear it today. You can't always hear it. Oh yeah, that's better. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Half double crochet, front post, two single crochet, chain 3, double crochet 3 together, encourage it, single crochet into the side of the single crochet, and then 2 more single crochet. This is gonna take forever. I'm gonna back up a little bit now. It's just like really self-conscious. All right, now that I've got my bearings, what's everybody else working on tonight? What y'all up to? About once a month in my membership community, I have a meeting for knitting, and it's just because every once in a while I feel like knitting. I have felt like knitting lately, and I used to knit more than I crochet. I used to mostly just knit, and now I mostly just crochet. But every once in a while I feel like knitting, and everybody was making the Sophie scarf, so I decided to make the Sophie scarf also. So I have a Sophie scarf here, and that is the only time I work on that Sophie scarf, is once a month at that McKnitiverse meeting. And then what else do we do in there? We've got twice a month we have just like regular crafting chats. And then once a month we've got like at the end of the month we call it Whip It Good. And we have just like one last push to finish up some projects and talk about what we're going to be working on next. So I've been doing that. And I've also been working really hard. My big project right now is the Power of Positive Crochet Summit. And that will be on April 16th to the 19th. And it's all online and it's free. And I'm going to have speakers for that. And do some somatic crochet self-care stuff. It's for crochet as self-care is the theme of the summit, and trying to stay positive in these times, you know, because it's like we're all going through it. So hopefully that'll bring some joy, positivity, and some self-care. I'm trying to make it really relaxing. I want it to be really nice and relaxing and affirming. And I'm excited about it. I'm going to do a crochet along with it. I haven't done a crochet along since October. Jeanette says, I'm working on a green-brown blanket using 3 strands together. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. What kind of crochet along would you all like to do? Would you all like to do the hex cardi? People have been talking about the hexagon, 6-day hexagon cardigan. Would you like to do blankets? I'm going to do the meditation shawl at the summit. But what would you all like to do? What kind of crochet along would you like to do next? Do you want to do one of the wraps for summer, like the Tranquil Tides wrap? That's the last, whoops. That's the last crochet along I did. 1, 2, I really would like to do something wearable. Maybe like the star shawls. 6-day star shawl, star superstar or supernova shawl. Yay, I'm on my last row of border. I'm just letting that sink in. Let's just let that sink in. Jessica says I would do a star shawl. Might be nice to do for springtime. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. It's amazing how much a little nice weather can brighten your mood. You know what I'm saying? How are you all doing? How's your weather where you're at? California, Santa Ana winds finally died down. Oh, I remember the Santa Ana winds. I love California weather. I used to live there. I lived in Monterey, California, which has normally kind of mild seasons, but the year that I was there, it was one of the hottest seasons on record. And of course, I was pregnant. And then I lived in Point Mugu, California, which is near Los Angeles. And I really liked the weather there. And that's where I really remember those Santa Ana winds. Monterey is beautiful. I was married to somebody in the Navy, so I lived in Navy housing there. And that part wasn't so great, but it was cool to live in California. We really liked living there. And I had a baby when I lived there, had my daughter there. And that was a really good experience. I had a really great hospital there. Everybody was having babies. It was one of those, let's have another baby before we leave here, because it's a really good hospital to have babies. That's weird, but that's something you have to think about when you're in the military, where you're going to be when you have your baby. Thank you. Hello. Hi, everyone. What do y'all think of this edge? Wow, that took me a long time just to do this much. That was only one point that I did. And now I can't zoom out anymore because I put my zoom lens on. Well, there y'all have it, my hook review for the Furls. Do with that what you will. Get you one of these. This is very nice. It's a very nice set. Thanks. Thank you. I love my I'm still the original Odyssey. Actually, not the original, but the one that has the pointy tapered head is my favorite of all of them. Here, I'll put this behind it. This is my favorite Odyssey hook. Come on, focus. Oh, never mind. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. What is with my hair? Thanks for sharing the live. Thanks for hanging out. I will see y'all next time.